So, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another YouTube video. This time I'm going to be basically ranking the mechs. I'm going to be tallying a score based on which is the best. So, we have the Sora mech, Cole mech, Lloyd mech, as well as Kai mech. So we're going to be basically ranking this based on a few factors. First of all, what do I think is the best value for their adjusted price? So basically, this mech here, Kai's mech, is normally $30 because it includes another mech. However, I'm going to make it $20, which is the same as the other mechs. And we're also not going to be doing it based on whatever it's called. I forgot. Basically, where you just count like 10 cents per brick. Somehow forgot that. Or 10 cents per piece. But piece count won't be a factor with that. Then we're going to be ranking which one looks best with the ninja in it. So I have all 4 ninja here. So, yeah. And which has, like, the best weapons and which has the best design. So, let's go into it. Alright, so starting off, like I said, we're going to go into what is the best value for their adjusted price. So, first of all, we're going to put these guys to the side. We're going to go with Cole's mech as the first mech for this. So Cole's mech is pretty short, as you can tell. It's the shortest mech here. Sora's mech is definitely taller. Lloyd's mech is the tallest. And then Kai's mech is around the same height as Sora's mech. Oh, wait, I forgot. Just to give you a real quick, before I start ranking, I'm also doing maneuverability. How maneuverable are they? Or posable, whatever you want to call it. Alright, either way, let's get into this now. So Cole's mech is, like I said, short. It's obviously the shortest one, and it's not great looking, and I would say it's okay for its value of $20. But the problem just comes with the look, kind of for me. Obviously, the value isn't the best, and I definitely wish it could have been a bit better looking, although I do like the bulkiness. The bulkiness is nice, but I just do not care for the shortness of the mech. And also the hammer is not greatly fit into the hands, but that's a different story. It's an okay mech for its value. I recommend buying it if you want it, but I don't recommend buying it if you're just a normal collector and you don't want every single ninja or something like that. Although I do recommend it if you want every single ninja. Alright, so next we have Sora's mech. And this mech is better than Cole's mech, but it's still not the best. It has it looks okay, but it kind of feels like skinny. But I guess that makes sense overall. It has these little annoying things, but we're going to talk about that more into maneuverability and posability. But it's a nice looking mech. I do think it looks better than Cole's mech. It's obviously not short. Well, it's not like as short as Cole's mech, but it's okay. I'm not gonna bash it that hard. It's a nice mech, and it looks like something it looks like something I'd buy if I wasn't like a Ninjago kind of collector. But it's okay for what it is in its value of $20 retail. And also we're not including like the extra stuff for Sora's mech here because that would kind of make it unfair. But either way, it's an okay mech. It's not great though. So let's move that to the side and put Kai's mech up. Kai's mech, it's worth its value of if it was $20. I would say this $30 set is still worth its value, but we're not going to include the minifigures in value either. It's a nice mech. I like it. It has a big sword. I like big swords. Yeah, that's good. And then it has like these little energy things coming off of it. Oops. And it looks nice. It also has these little fingers here, which I like having these fingers on. It doesn't have a thumb, but actually only one of the mechs have a thumb, but we'll get into that in just a second. The figure is, or not the figure, the mech is definitely good. I like the color scheme too. It's nice. I like it. So, I'd say, yeah, this one is the best as of what we've seen. And then to save the best for last, we have Lloyd's mech. I figure you guys would probably assume that Lloyd's mech has the best value, but this is the only one with thumbs. And that's, I mean, it's not a great affecting factor. He also has 2 weapons, which is nice. He has like a little head attachment on the top, which is optionally removable. If you don't want, you can remove it. You can make them look like that rather than like just like the other mechs. You could probably remove that extra piece too, but I definitely like it better with the actual little helmet on the top. And when it comes to just like, I think he has the perfect balance of these like energy blast things. Kai has a bit too much, but Sora and Cole don't really have these little pieces on their mechs at all. So yeah. Also, he's the pretty much the tallest mech. I would say Kai's mech is around the same size if you count for this little extra piece up there on the top. But like, either way, it's still a cool mech for its price, and it's definitely, I would say it's the best mech when it comes to value. And just if you were looking at the mechs by like value of their whole set, I would say Kai's mech is the best. But in terms of like the $20 value, this is the best. So we're gonna tally the points now. So for Kai, he gets 3 points because he got, or 3 tallies. Cole gets 1 tally. Sora gets 2 tallies, and then Lloyd gets 4 tallies. All right, next let's look at how they look in the actual, well, how the ninja look in the actual mech. Oopsies. Oh, that fell off. That's not good. So for this, if this would go on, yeah, this is annoying. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. My Sora mech is acting like an idiot. For how they look in the mech, we're gonna look at Sora first. So, because I obviously don't want to deal with this annoying mech. So with Sora's mech, it's nice. She looks nice in there, but I definitely do feel like she should have had like a yeah, obviously it's kind of hard to see it, but she looks nice. I like it, but I do feel like the space on these mechs, like the spacing between the where they're sitting in like the front of the cockpit is kind of weird, in my opinion. But it's fine. Besides that, just, yeah, you can do that and stuff. It's nice. I definitely wouldn't say it's like insanely great with the look, but it's good. I would say this would be probably the second best. If I were to look at all the mechs, I would say maybe. Alright, next we have Cole's mech, which is pretty good, I would say. We're gonna give the little dragon face, their dragons rising faces, or whatever they're called. So, putting him in there. Sit down. There we go. Good boy. Alright. It looks nice. I definitely like it. His head pops out of the mech a bit less, but that kind of comes to the help of it. It looks cool. Kind of looks like it's barely noticeable, but that kind of helps it in a sense, I would say. And it's definitely nice looking. And it also fits. This mech fits well with Cole. Although it is short, like I said, it fits well with Cole. I imagine him probably being the shortest ninja too. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. But besides, I mean, yeah, the Cole mech by itself doesn't look great, but with Cole in it, it looks nice. So maybe he's taking the first spot. I don't know. Kai's mech. I'm going to be honest here, guys. I don't like Kai. I don't like how people suckle on Kai's spot. You know. I don't like how people do that constantly. It's annoying. Oopsies. Kai's fans are insane sometimes, I swear. Like, there was this video I watched, this guy ranking the worst ninja. He only put Kai once, or technically twice, because of and he only put the scuba form, which is not, yes, and he didn't put it because it's bad. He could put it because it's not accurate to the show, but, yeah. And obviously this mech, it pokes out around the same amount as Cole's mech does. I'd say maybe a bit more, but overall, it looks okay. I wouldn't say it's like great or anything. Although I forgot to put the face on. I really do not know why I'm doing this video. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm just making this video because I have nothing to make right now. I have 2 orders arriving tomorrow, so y'all will see that. But yeah, Kai in this mech doesn't look too great. Like, there's no dark red on it is the problem. So how his mask is kind of half dark red is kind of weird. There's like almost no dark red on this mech, if any at all. Yeah, there's none. I would say the core figure would look better in this mech, which is saying something. Because, well, because the thing is, the core mech has all these colors, but this one doesn't really have the colors as prominent. So it's not doesn't look great, because obviously the dark red kind of looks weird on it. Then we got to look at the Lloyd's mech, and I'd say Lloyd's mech has the same problem as Kai's mech here when we're looking at it. He definitely is the most kind of awkward. He's one of the more awkward ones along with Kai, because once again, this guy has like doesn't have the dark green or the light green on his figure. He doesn't have either of the colors, so it looks weird in like the mech. If it would pose correctly, if I could put, because he doesn't, like I said, doesn't have light green, but he also doesn't have the dark green. He looks cool with like this on, but as soon as you take it off, it looks just kind of goofy. I'm gonna be honest here, and it's just yeah, it's not great. So for this next tally, we're gonna give the points. We're gonna give the most points to Cole, so he's gonna get 4 points, aka he's gonna tally to 5. Kai gets 2 points, which makes him 5. Lloyd gets 1 point, which makes him 5, and then Sora gets 3 points, which makes her also 5. So, yeah, they're in a tie right now. Whatever the tiebreaker is, I don't know. Alright, next, we're going to test the maneuverability. I would say this will probably be the tiebreaker. And I'm not sure if it's going to be the last category, because I'm kind of doing this video at my own pace. I forgot the first criteria for the first part of the video, so we're just going to stick with what I'm doing. Alright, so, first off, we're going to go with Lloyd's mech for maneuverability. I like it. You can slash. Where'd this fall off from? Where did this come from? Oh. Comes from there. Maneuverability is fine on it, although clearly pieces like to fall off. It's around the same as Kai's mech, so yeah. You can slash like that. The nice thing about it is oh wait, one of the categories was weapons. Just remember that now. Basically improvising at this point. But the weapons, it looks nice. You can kind of turn them 360 degrees, make them slash like a 360 circle. You can make a pose like that, or like or like this, I guess, if you want to do this. You can make a pose like that. It's pretty cool. But the maneuverability is pretty good. It's not the greatest, though. Not the greatest for mechs. He obviously doesn't have knee joints, nor does he have elbow joints, so it's kind of weird. And his finger, it doesn't really affect that much, I'm going to be honest here. Yes, he's the only one with a finger, so that's kind of... So it gives him a point there, but he's around the same as Kai, besides that extra finger, or yeah, the thumb on each arm. Alright, speaking of Kai, let's look next at Kai. Like I said, pretty much the same maneuverability as Lloyd's mech. I'm surprised he isn't falling over with that big flippin' sword on his thing, but like I said, we'll go to that with weapons. Kai's mech is nice when it comes to posability. Once again, he obviously has the fingers, so that's cool, I guess. You can make him do that. You can make him, like, about to smash someone. If his stupid... Why does everything fall off in this part? I guess that makes sense. Kai's mech is nice. Like I said, it is like slightly less than Lloyd, so it doesn't really do great in that option. Or not the option, but yeah. And you could do that. Pretty standard for a mech like this. You can move all those joints. Although this kind of makes it awkward to do. Like, you can, whenever, since he has those little panels on his shoulders, it kind of makes it more awkward. So I'd say for that, like, specifically, he would get less points than Lloyd here. Alright, let's look at Cole's mech next. So Cole's mech, it has pretty much the same maneuverability as the other two mechs. However, I do like it how it's more stable. It's more stable because you can kind of balance him on this leg if you get it in the right position. like that. See, you can make him like do like a little stomp pose, but the other ninja, it's harder. Like Kai, for example, he kind of falls over. Also, that kind of makes the shorter legs work. Although, actually, no, yeah, he falls over. And look at Cole. Kai fell over on him, and he still didn't do anything. So clearly, Cole's mech has great balance because of those big feet and how short the mech is. It's going to make it much easier for him to balance. Obviously, it depends on the pose, but his fingers, he has two of them, but they're not separate to each other, so you can't make a point or something like that. But that's not, honestly, that's not bad. I don't really care about pointing. Like, that looks fine enough. Like, it could make it look like you're grabbing someone, like grabbing the camera, like that. You make him look like he's taking a squat, maybe, I don't know, like that. See, he's really great. He has great balance. You could tell. Like, the hammer helps too. It kind of, okay, pretend that didn't happen. I'd say he has like great maneuverability and posability. Because like I said, that balance is like a great factor. Is if you want to have him on one leg, like walking, it's nice. You can make him do that. That's not a pose anyone would strike, but you get the point. Either way, he's like he has great posability. I was honestly going into this part thinking he would probably be second to last, but he's honestly great posability. Let's look at Sora next. Let's say the worst for last, and you probably know why already. Those stupid skirt pieces. Yes, you could take them off, but if you want the accuracy, it's kind of weird because you can't. If you want to have the skirt fully on, you cannot pose the thing fully forward. Because look at that. The skirt goes out, and it looks weird. Also, they have the same problem as... They kind of have similar problems to Kai and Lloyd's mech. This mech has the same problems that Kai and Lloyd's mech do with, like, balance. Except, I would say it's a bit better. Because she has this little extra part on her leg that kind of makes it better to balance. But... like I said, this stupid skirt is annoying, and if you don't take it off, it's, like, awkward. Also, these things in the back, they move a lot. It's very similar to Kai's thing. And Kai's, like, these little, obviously, the shoulder pads. And it's just awkward. So, I mean, it's an okay for posability if you don't care about the skirt moving in weird ways, but it's not the best, and it's the worst, in my opinion. So, we're gonna have to go with her as the worst. And for the ranking, we're going to give Cole's mech the most once again. He's leading with 9 points. Kai's mech gets a 3. Well, actually, no. It was Lloyd's mech that gets a 3 because of his shoulder pad, his lack of shoulder pads. Kai gets a 2, and Sora gets a 1, and she's currently behind by a lot of points. So, let's look at their weapons next. So, the weapons. We're starting off with Cole here. He has a big hammer. It's okay. I'm not gonna say it's great though, because it's a nice looking hammer, and I definitely think it's pretty nice because it's probably not gonna break as much, depending on certain factors. But it doesn't look great per se. And he also has the disadvantage of only having one weapon, while the two of the other ones have 2 weapons. So he comes at great detriment there. And it's just, yeah. So the hammer can weigh him down a bit when he's doing certain poses, depending on how you pose him. He also can fall over if you're having the hammer in a certain form. Alright, let's look at Kai's mech next. The other one with 1 weapon. And I think he's better, definitely. He has a slashing sword, and since you can turn that around, you can make a slashing motion like that. So it makes that better for posability. Like I said, though, the shoulder pads are kind of awkward from the last thing, but that's not going to affect the weapon because it's the weapon. For sure, this weapon, I like it. It's a big sword, but I definitely think he should have had like maybe 2 katanas instead, similar to how Lloyd has like a big and a small katana. Obviously, you can customize it to where you have 2 katana, like the 2 katanas, because obviously these sets are interchangeable with their stuff. But it's a nice weapon. I definitely think I like the cleanliness you can do with the posing when it comes to the sword. It's nice, so I would say he's better than Cole in that regard. All right, let's look at Sora's mech. I definitely think the buzzsaw is nice for like playability. You can spin it, makes it pretty cool, and then you have this whatever the flip this thing is, I don't know what the flip this thing is. It's like a Wolverine claw. If you got two of these, you can make two Wolverine claws, make a Wolverine mech, sort of. A non-official Wolverine mech, obviously, but yeah. I don't like how this thing is very easily moved, but it's whatever in that regard. It's definitely not the best when it comes to the weapons, but it's better than what you would think normally for the weapons, I would say, maybe. It depends on your opinion, once again. Well, I never said that before, but whatever. It's a nice one. Sorry, that's my parents making breakfast. So, yeah. It's cool. I don't like the Wolverine, how the buzz, like, the buzzsaw and Wolverine claw alone could be cool, but they kind of don't really work great together, because they make no sense, really. Then, we have... Oopsies. See, this is exactly why I hate it when it comes to posability. Alright, let's look at Lloyd next, as he is the last one. And, if you didn't know, he has the best weapons. He has two katanas. It's like the perfect balance of katanas. He has slashy. Because this is... Obviously, he has the ability to slash like that. Doesn't that look cool, though? That looks cool. If you don't think it looks cool, you're I don't know. You're a nerd. I don't know. But either way, though, he has some of the coolest weapons you could probably have on these mechs. Like you can make them cross like this. That looks cool. He has the best weapons when it comes, because he has two, so that's nice. And he has two katanas, and not whatever Sora has. That weird Wolverine claw thing, whatever the fuck that is, like a cannon. And yeah, it looks great in my opinion. Like I said, you can slash like that. So it looks nice. So for this ranking, we're gonna give Sora 2 points. We're gonna give Lloyd 4. Oopsies, I actually made. So 4 is going to be 13 total. Cole's gonna get 1, so that's gonna give him 10, and then Kai is going to get 3, which actually tallies him the same as Cole. So, in the ranking, it's clear who the winner is. It is going to be Lloyd. Lloyd Garmadon and his cool-looking mech. So, the ranking is Lloyd first. Oopsies. Lloyd first, if you can see my handwriting, here with 13 points. Then we have a tie for second place with Cole and Kai. I looked, whatever. Cole and Kai. And then we have Sora at last, being worst by the worst by 2 points, unfortunately for her. Cole got surprising when it came to all the stuff that he has to offer. His mech is surprisingly good when it comes to just general factors. Also, he has the second best, maybe, Dragon's Rising minifigure, in my opinion, because he just looks nice. I like the orange. Especially works with the mech, because his mech has a lot of orange. And his hood is his hood matches that, so it's nice. I like the semi-volcanic look of the mech as well. So, yeah. Besides that, that's pretty much just the video, so. Bye, guys.